It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 113, and it's what's coming up in February. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey, hey.
It wouldn't be a what's coming up in month episode without Mike.
Hello to all my Valentines out there, each and every one of you.
Ooh.
The dozens and dozens.
Casanova over here. Oh boy. So we're talking nothing but Valentines on this episode. No, we are doing our what's coming up in February episode. Everything that looks cool coming to screens. But it's been a minute. We just got done with the naughties. It's been a minute since we've gone around and asked what the hell we've been up to. Mike, what the hell you been up to?
Oh man, I'll start with movies first. Started All Quiet on the Western Front, prepping for Oscar stuff, Oscar conversation. Made a half-hour dent into that. That's an epic one. It's almost 3 hours. It seems it's a gnarly movie, violence-wise. I definitely had to change it to straight German, not the sub, not the dub, because it's default on dub, and it just seems really weird and awkward that way. I hate watching movies that way. And I also watched You People on Netflix. Did you guys check that one out?
I didn't know that came out yet. Nice.
Yeah, it's out. It's like a rom-com starring Jonah Hill and I forget the actress's name. I think it's like Lori London or something, but former Miss Nipsey Hussle, though, I believe.
Oh.
And it's pretty good. Like, as far as now, like comedies coming out now go, it's like a breath of fresh air to me. I laughed a lot. Eddie Murphy plays her father in the movie, with Nia Long as her mom. David Duchovny and Julie Louis-Dreyfus play Jonah Hill's parents. They're Jewish. Her parents are Muslim. And it's a lot of just like awkward, these two families on different sides of
Look who's coming to dinner
of
kind
ideologies
of
and things. Are just are a lot of just, oh man, I can't believe they said that. Oh gosh, but laughing, and it's pretty good. I recommend it for sure.
Eddie still got it?
Eddie's pretty good. Yeah. His name's Akbar Muhammad in this, and like one of the jokes is Jonah Hill and the actress are arguing after a family dinner, and he's like, what are you talking about? Your dad watched the Fight the Power of the video and then changed his name to Akbar, right? So like, it ain't like super legit, and it's real funny. It's pretty funny.
Nice.
Been playing Hi-Fi Rush. Enjoy that a lot so far. That was like the shadow drop that came out from the Developers Direct, Microsoft's thing last week, which like happened like the day we recorded. We didn't really get a chance to talk, but it's really fun. Just unbelievable animations. It has like Sunset Overdrive meets like Beautiful Joe cell shade kind of almost, and it just works so well. Like you play as Chai, a character who wants to be a rock star, and but he doesn't have any use of like one of his arms, so he like signs up for this like robot surgery or something like that to get an arm. Something horrible goes wrong. And he's like can feel the rhythm of the world basically, and he has to fight like, and he's considered a defect like in this like Vandalay Industries type building. That's the name of the place, Vandalay. And so all these robots start attacking him, so he has to like attack on the beat, and he's able to like manifest this flying V guitar out of like scraps from the world, like Magneto style or something now. And you are trying to fight your way through this cool world, but you have to fight to the beat. And you're after all the fights, you're getting kind of graded like a Devil May Cry system, and you're buying upgrades, and it's a lot of fun. I'm maybe 2 hours in. I'm not super far. I've heard it's like 12ish, I think. I've been playing that GoldenEye too.
Oh yeah.
That came out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been playing it on. I've played a bit on Switch and on Xbox. I'm sticking with the Xbox, I think. I want to show the kids Odd Job because we had. I told them all about like the kind of playground tales about the game and stuff, and Odd Job was one of them. And in order to play as Odd Job, though, you have to beat the game. So we're working our way. We're halfway. We're at statue.
It's like on Switch you can play split screen co-op, but on Xbox you can't. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that is right. You can multiplayer. You can do local, or no, you can do online on Switch.
Okay.
Local only on Xbox. That's how.
Gotcha. Okay, I had it backwards.
How
I think.
it goes. Yeah. But the Xbox version has the modern controls. The Switch version does not. You really kind of want one of those Switch N64 controllers, I guess, to play this thing. They do not offer a way to do like dual stick kind of stuff on that. And the Microsoft version feels pretty good. That game's very quaint. Going back to it now with modern controls, you can kind of zip through those first dozen missions like within an hour.
Oh wow!
But when I was a kid, it like seemed like it took me a year to get to Cradle. So it's been fun going back to it, and then went back to Perfect Dark after playing that too. And Perfect Dark's just a better game than GoldenEye. Sorry, Katie, if you're listening, but Perfect Dark is superior.
She's not going to come on the Oscars episode anymore.
And TV wise, of course, Last of Us. Been watching it, been loving it. I don't know how deep we want to go into that.
Well, we're going to have a spoiler cast. We've already decided we're going to do a Last of Us spoiler cast, but we're 3 episodes in at this point.
Yeah.
As promised, episode 3 was quite the episode.
Holy shit. Like, I said in our Discord chat, like, moment of the year, or like basically multiple naughty categories seem to like just be sealed up already with that episode. I don't know.
It was a breath of like, I don't know what I really expected. Obviously, we've all played the games. We know of these characters and we know their story. And this was just like, nope, we're not even going to worry about Joel and Ellie. Like, we'll show you like 30 seconds of them. This is all Frank and Bill. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
How about you guys, though? What have you guys been doing?
Gosh. Returnal. That's a good fucking game, Mike. Thanks for never telling me about it at all, ever. Yeah, we blew through Returnal.
Yeah, we talked about it before on the pod.
Did we? Okay. Yeah, I didn't. We blew through that one. That was fantastic, and we also just blew through Dead Space, the remake.
Hell yeah!
3 sessions, I think, on that one. This was Kayla's first.
You finished it?
Oh yeah, we're done.
Man, damn!
At like 6 a.m. today.
We finished it this morning.
Holy shit! You guys didn't play. Fuck.
Woke up early and said we were already like at the final mission and stuff, and I was like, I could beat this in the next hour. Let's wake up and go beat this. And I mean, as we were playing it, we really remarked that like you can kind of see the seams a little bit. Like you could see this is a game that came out in that generation. Like it feels like it still has that feel to it. The mission structure and kind of just a lot of that. But I mean, it's beautiful. It's really pretty. Everything they've done. I didn't realize, because I haven't played since it came out, like so many. It reminded me of the game that I thought I was playing back then, and then I've like now looked it up, and they've made a ton of changes to like the alt fires on the weapons and just the environments and stuff like that. They've added side missions, which were like give you some really good context, like a lot of good like interactions with characters that you wouldn't have had in that first game, because Isaac is fully voiced now, the main character, where he wasn't in the first one.
Not that much.
A lot of changes to his model too, like his face.
Yeah, he looks like the voice actor now, Gunnar Nelson or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, I really liked that game, and it was like, yeah, I remember what I dug about this game. Sound design, fantastic, just super creepy. What did you think, Kayla? I mean, this was your first go. You went in completely blind.
Yeah, I think just to go back to what you were saying about being able to tell it was like a PS3, right? Generation.
Yeah.
It kind of pulls at your nostalgic strings that way because it's just like the mood and the setting and like the save places and the map and the tram and the setup of the place that you're in and you're traversing just kind of makes me feel nostalgic, which is good. I thought the world was cool. I liked Isaac, and the weapons and the monsters were in your face. There's more, I know.
You mentioned the weapons. Like, I definitely forgot how there's like 8 different weapons in the game, and they're all very unique. Some of them I very much disliked, but like you can kind of customize. You know, there's upgrades for all the guns and everything else, and you can customize them quite a bit. You can go down a tree for just one gun, or you can. I kind of did a spread it out amongst the guns kind of situation, and
you didn't like the line gun, right?
Didn't like the line gun. I don't know if that was a change to it just didn't seem like it did. Like, it was wide, it shot a wide beam and stuff, which is nice, but it didn't feel like it had stopping power, like as
Oh, see, I feel like in the 360 version it had some oomph on it. Like, that was your elephant gun.
Like, and it felt like where you got it in the story that it would be too, and that's the thing. It's just like, and I kind of spread my upgrades around, so maybe if I had like put more into it, maybe, you know, that kind of thing. But I thought that was one of the coolest aspects, was that I did kind of spread my ammo around, spread my upgrades around and stuff, and I found myself quick swapping between weapons a lot to like, okay, I'm gonna use this weapon to like blow off a limb, and then when that monster sprouts little tiny monsters, I'm going to switch to my flamethrower all them, and then go back to my assault rifle to take on the guy who's further away or whatever, you know, like
strategy.
Doing a lot of that kind of swapping and stuff. And I thought that worked out really, really well. Very frustrating. Died a lot. Got very, very angry. Just played it on medium difficulty, but it was challenging. Real challenging. Yeah, so that's Dead Space remake. There's a chance it might come up much down the line. Some naughty talk. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but Harley Quinn. We've been plowing through that. We're on season 3, the HBOMax show. It's been those are just kind of easily digestible, like 25 to 30 minute episodes.
Adult cartoons.
Full capital A adult cartoons, like very much the same, like Suicide Squad, Peacemaker kind of tongue-in-cheek, but ultra violent and sexy. I don't know, they're kind of sexy, you know. But a lot of fun. I think between like Margot Robbie's take on Harley Quinn, and this is Kaylee Cuoco voices Harley Quinn, I think like that character in my mind has completely done kind of a 180. She was like okay in the Batman animated series just as a sidekick, like a nothing sidekick, and then kind of became to me just like a joke. But I don't know. Now she's just cool. She's a leading lady.
Yeah, she was brought back in the Arkham games and stuff. And then, like, it just seems like, yeah, it's springboard with Suicide Squad, and she's here to stay.
Yeah, and done really well. We'll be talking a little bit about Harley Quinn in what's coming up in February. Anything else, Kayla? I'm drawing a blank on anything else we've been up to.
Watched that movie, The Drop.
We did watch The Drop. Yeah, that's a heady concept. The concept is a bunch of friends getting back together for a wedding, right?
Yeah, like college friends.
Right.
One of them's getting married,
and one of them drops a baby. The drop, and there's some fallout to dropping a baby. So it was on what, Hulu, right?
Wow.
I think it was on Hulu.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just one of those like chuckle worthy kind of easy watches, hour and a half, whatever.
We also watched Shotgun Wedding.
We did watch Shotgun Wedding.
I like Shotgun Wedding.
That was a Prime joint, right? That was on Prime. Pretty sure that was on Prime. That is
the Josh Duhamel, J-Lo.
Action comedy. Romantic action comedy. That was another wedding, right? Oh yeah, they're gonna get married, Josh Duhamel and J-Lo, and they're kind of both having cold feet in their own way, or they like think the other is having cold feet. That's like the setup and stuff. And then they get hijacked by pirates. Like they're on like an island in the Philippines, and J-Lo and Josh Duhamel have to fight pirates. And I thought it was pretty charming. I think you liked it a lot, Kayla, right?
Yeah, I did. It was exactly like rom-coms that they don't make anymore. It was just like a nice, easy, a little laugh, some tears, some movement, some really, really corny. Like it just kind of leans into the corniness of some of it. It was good.
Man, her not getting that Oscar nomination for Hustlers just made her go straight back to this era for her, huh? Like rom-com-y type comedies stuff, yeah.
And it was definitely that. Like I think you're 100% right. I mean, it reminded me of like a Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey kind of like early 2000s romp.
Well, I mean, J-Lo made 1,000 of them back, right. Like Made in Manhattan and all that, like, The Wedding Planner and
yeah.
So
love The Wedding Planner.
Yeah, it was basically that with grenades, like a lot of grenade plays in this movie. But
did you guys ever watch that Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum movie, The Secret, whatever city or whatever?
We saw that in theaters, right? We went and saw that. Yeah,
it
was good.
So yeah,
there's a good cameo in that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I think that's a perfect movie to stream. Like I don't know if I would have necessarily recommended going and see it in the theaters like we did. It was fun. We had a good time, but like I think it's the perfect like Friday night on the couch movie. Like it was a lot of fun. Let's get to February. Yeah, hell yeah. Going off with a bang. 80 for Brady, February 3rd, coming to theaters. Jane Fonda, Sally Field. Who else we got in 80?
Rita Moreno.
Tomlin. Lily Tomlin. Yeah, right.
It's like 3 Oscars between those 4 ladies.
Right. Like it's like 4 ladies who really love Tom Brady and are gonna go to the Super Bowl as like a bucket list trip. I think it's one of those they don't kind of make them like this anymore kind of movies. Like I don't know. You're a Brady fan, Mike.
Yeah, I think this is the Atlanta Super Bowl. I forget which one it is. There's been so many,
So what with Gronk in it, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, the ladies. I think Jane Fonda sleeps with Gronk at some point in this movie. She's kind of the Blanche of the group. She's the frisky, ready to get down at any notice grandma in this movie. And yeah, they're just trying to get into the big game, and hijinks ensues.
What a wild concept. I just
I mean, it looks like it would be kind of fun. I don't know. I love some of them ladies. I'd always sign up to see Sally Field and some.
I know, man. Fucking that movie you guys hated, but I really liked 2 years ago. With Bradley Cooper.
She was in the Carney movie?
Yeah, the Carney
Nightmare
movie.
Alley?
Nightmare Alley, yeah.
Oh, that movie was poo-poo.
Oh,
I bet Sally was good, though. I don't remember Sally being in it.
Yeah. But that's 80 for Brady. Coming to theaters February 3rd. Probably a lot different than the Carney movie. Same day, though. Maybe a little like the Carney movie. Knock at the Cabin. M. Night Shyamalan's new film coming to theaters February 3rd. We just watched I think it's the second trailer for it. A little more in-depth trailer. Maybe showed a little bit too much, but
yeah, I've been avoiding for it. I'm pretty pumped.
The premise is solid. 4 men, I think it's all 4 men come to 3 men and a woman come knocking at the cabin. There's
3 men and a little lady.
3 men and a little lady come. Looks like a cabin in the woods. 2 guys and their daughter, I think. And they're accosted by these 4 people who come. They look really scary, but they come with a simple kind of conversation, like, "Hey, one of you have to sacrifice yourselves. Either of you dudes or your daughter needs to be sacrificed to stop the end of the world." And then they are like proving it in various ways that the end of the world is coming, and that's the basic premise. A little bit of an escape film, a little bit of a mystery. Is this actually happening? Paranoid thriller kind of vibes, and I contend that M. Night Shyamalan's made like 1 bad movie. He's made a lot of like iffy movies, but other than Lady in the Water, I think I've liked every single one of M. Night Shyamalan's movies. So, I'm sold. What do you think about this one, Kayla?
Well, now I can't stop thinking about The Village. Totally took me off track. Not a fan of that movie. But I'm in for this one. I want to see what's going on. Looks exciting.
Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint. I don't know who either of the 2 guys are, like inside the cabin.
Me neither.
They didn't look familiar. But how about you, Mike? Shyamalan?
After Old, man, I got tickets. I'm in. I might be disappointing, but I don't know. Like, half of a good Shyamalan movie is still worth something, I think. And he usually can come up with a pretty good premise, and it'll fall apart maybe, but I think it's going to be pretty good.
You're bound to at least get some really striking like images and just like scenes, you know, like there's gonna be some wild shit like how did they do that? What is this? What the fuck's going on? Kind of stuff. So yeah, that's soon. It's the 31st as we record this. It'll be the 1st when you're hearing it. That's coming out February 3rd. Knock at the Cabin coming to theaters. Couple days later, Bill Russell Legend coming to Netflix February 8th. Mike, I think you're a Bill Russell fan.
Very much so. It's probably my favorite player. For those who don't know, Bill Russell played for the Celtics in the 60s and early 50s, I believe, or late 50s, I believe, as well. And played for 13 seasons, won 11 titles, 2 of them as a coach. He was the first black coach in the NBA. And then just kind of disappeared from the league entirely after that. He did some announcing and stuff, and he wasn't treated very well in Boston. They did not know what they had in Bill Russell there, and this movie's just going to be about his life in the NBA. He was part of a lot of civil rights movement with Muhammad Ali and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and those guys, and I'm excited to see more of the stuff after he left the league, and I don't know where his mind was at as regards to his legacy and things like that. And he was always there to present the Finals MVP trophy. It was named after him, and it'll be weird now that he's passed away to not see him this year. I don't know that he was there last year either, but I think this will be a really good movie. I know it's going to have a lot of stuff that he recorded just for this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Probably the final interviews he ever did. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited. You mentioned he was a big part of like the civil rights movement and stuff, and he's even in late in his life, like as a pretty old man, like he was so well spoken. Like he just like had a presence, like a speaking presence that and a writing presence for that matter too. I've read like multiple articles that he had written just like year and a half ago and stuff like that near his like death, and just like a really good writer, really good speaker. And I'm interested to see his thoughts on society and race and all of those kind of aspects of his life, because like you said, yeah, he didn't have a good time in Boston as a superstar, and all that. That's supremely interesting to me. So I remember my grandma had a box of Wheaties, and she always kept cereal, never ate it, and it was the one with more rings than fingers. It's like Bill Russell's on it, and he's got rings on every one of his fingers, but he's got 2 on his thumb, I think. Like it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's coming to Netflix February 8th. The next day, coming to HBOMax. The Harley Quinn, what is it called? A Very Problematic Valentine's Day Special, February 9th. Kayla, we have to get through a whole season of Harley Quinn before we get there. So how are we going to do that? What's our strategy, Kayla?
Maybe an episode after this.
That's a good idea. Valentine's Day is your favorite holiday? Second favorite holiday, Kayla?
I like Valentine's Day. I like decorations for Valentine's Day. That's like really what I like about Valentine. I don't know. I just like their decorations.
Yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. The premise seems to be Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy make love, and it's so good that a love potion is birthed on the earth. So
Poison
everyone
Ivy's pheromones explode.
Oh,
so all the superheroes and supervillains and whatnot get very amorous, I guess. Yes,
wow.
Yeah, horny. You're right. Let's say
Randy.
I think one of the coolest things about the Harley Quinn like show that I really dig about it is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy get a lot of like screen time, but so do like Batman, all of the Legion of Doom, a bunch of other DC superheroes and stuff like that, and they're all like a lot of them are voiced by really like interesting actors and stuff like that. King Shark is great, and like they all get a lot of like screen time, and a lot of like episodes will be devoted to like there was a whole Batman episode that was just like they even made fun of it, like we're gonna have a Batman episode, and it's cool. It's like I want an R-rated Batman in my life, and I got it kind of in Harley Quinn. So I'm excited to see it seems like they're just gonna smash them all together in this Valentine's Day special. So
cool.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear any of the James Gunn 10-year DC slate that he talked about today?
Yeah. We went through it, and a lot of it's pretty obscure. I don't know.
Swamp Thing, baby.
Yeah, Swamp Thing. In James Gunn, I trust. I really like his stuff. I love Guardians. I really like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad and stuff like that. Even what he did, Slither, right? I dig that movie. I think he's a weirdo, and sometimes he's like off-putting and stuff, and I think he's had some weird off-the-screen issues as well, but I dig his sense of humor and his sense of like violence and creepiness and stuff like that, and so
and colorful playfulness. He just balances it.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We're getting another new Batman and a Robin this time, apparently. So that's a thing. We got the release date for The Batman Part 2, October of 2025. So that's forever from now. But yeah, so that's the Harley Quinn, a very problematic Valentine's Day special coming to HBO Max February 9th. The next day, Kayla, somebody I used to know coming to Prime. This is probably your most anticipated on this list, maybe.
I don't know. Ant-Man's in there, so it's hard to say, but I am very excited about this. You give me Allison Brie and Dave Franco in anything, and I am in. So it looks super cute. Allison Brie is like, I don't know, maybe down on her luck. She's home to visit for some reason and runs into her ex, and wonders about the life she could have had, and ends up at dinner with his family when they are celebrating his engagement to somebody else. So it gets into plenty of mischief and will they, won't they, what is she going to do type of scenarios. So I'm excited.
I've watched like half of Sweet Home Alabama about 6 times with you, Kayla, and this is the same movie, right? It's just Sweet Home Alabama.
How do you want to kiss me anyhow? Or marry me anyhow?
I think it looks great. Allison Brie is a bundle of joy. It's directed by Dave Franco, and I think co-written by Dave Franco and Allison Brie. So, yeah, really, really cool. Who else did I see in this? There's a couple other decent. Not Lily Tomlin. No, that's a different tab I had there. Haley Joel Osment, the Dan Pudi from Community, right? You dig him. Yeah, I think this one looks really cute. Did you check anything out about this one, Mike?
Yeah, it looks like it could be good. Like, Allison Brie's kind of been just making these, like, just decent movies, like these cool, like, movies that don't get made a lot anymore. And can we just get a petition to have her do a Russian accent and everything she does? Somehow she has to work in the Zoya, the Destroya accent. I miss it. Those are the best stuff. But I would check this out. You said this is coming to Prime?
Prime.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, so that's somebody I used to know coming to Prime February 10th. Big day, actually, now that I actually look at the script. Hogwarts Legacy, also coming out on February 10th. That's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. All the next-gen stuff. We just watched a lengthy gameplay trailer and cinematic trailer.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know, Kayla, what did you think?
It looks really cool. I wasn't really sure how the gameplay was. I don't know if I've just never seen a trailer for it or only like quick little spells, but I mean, it looks like you are all the stuff I've seen, you're like with somebody else. And yeah, you're like exploring something, looking into something, and sometimes fighting dark wizards and goblins and figuring shit out.
Yeah, it looks like a full-ass RPG. I mean, like, there's levels, you're seeing, damage indicators and stuff like that, different damage for different spells. It kind of looked like The Witcher, the combat a little bit, but, like, all ranged, because it's all shooting spells and stuff. Things come up on you and try to stab you. There were goblins and whatnot, but very much there's, like, a spell wheel. It looks like it's maybe on R2. So you're picking between different spells. Maybe like R2 circle does a spell, R2 cross does a spell, whatever. For you PlayStation people, I was pretty impressed actually. With I wouldn't say it looked like a graphical powerhouse. It was doing a lot. There was a lot on screen. So that was really cool. Looked like it was fast moving and tons of action. I wouldn't say the character models looked like great for a next gen.
They're not the Quarry, but I thought about the Quarry when I looked at them.
Yeah, they could have taken another pass on the faces or something, but no, it looks like it's gonna be what like Harry Potter fans want. From what I know of Harry Potter fans, like big world full of magic. There was dragons, there were spells, there were goblins. It seems like there's a lot of like stealth gameplay. You can go invisible and sneak, and there seems to be some element of choice as well in it, like making do we do. It seems like maybe there's a good versus evil kind of maybe mechanic or like choices that are
dark
on the
magic.
Right. Yeah. Do we want to use the dark magic? Do we not? Kind of that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, aside from fuck J.K. Rowling, I think it looks all right. You know.
Hear, hear.
Cheers.
But yeah, so that's Hogwarts Legacy coming to next gen February 10th, and then we have Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur coming to Disney Channel on the 10th, and then Disney Plus on the 15th. Interesting.
Oh, what?
Yeah, weird little situation.
I didn't know that.
I had to watch the trailer to find that one out. But the animation in this one, Mike, this was your edition. It felt like a updated version of like Dexter's Lab to me, like that type of like what's it, Gendy Tarkovsky, right? That's the guy's name. Yeah. That's what it
does
felt
have
like
that
to
vibe
me.
for sure. The girl who is the Moon Girl in the title, she is kind of like Dexter in a way. It seems like she has a secret lab and she opens some kind of portal and a big old T-Rex comes out of it, and he's very scary looking, but she's like not scared at all. She's very excited. She thinks he's the coolest thing ever, and they become a crime fighting duo together. His strength and her brains is her thinking, and she's got like a cool roller girl like fucking thing going on. Not the Boogie Nights roller girl, a completely
Oh God,
different roller girl aesthetic going on, and it seems cool. It's got like Miss Marvel kind of vibes, like trying to figure this whole thing out, origin story thing. She's got like her friends involved, like creating a costume, helping her get a costume and stuff, and she's fighting, the street level villains, like Rat King type character. It looks like some weird rat hybrid man. And I think it looks really cool, real neat. I think the kids will like it too.
It's executive produced and created by Lawrence Fishburne. He also voices a character, the Beyonder, and the voice cast. There's a big voice cast of like guest stars. Alison Brie, as we said, we
remember hearing her in the trailer. Yeah.
Luis Guzman, Maya Hawke, Jennifer Hudson, Method Man. June Diane Raphael and Paul Scheer, my two favorite people. Kobe Smulders, Wesley Snipes is in.
Damn,
yeah, it's gonna be. I think just for that, I want to check it out for that cast. Like it seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur coming first to all you who have Disney Channel on the 10th, and then eventually to Disney Plus, which everyone else has. Mike, thank you for this next one. I was completely unaware of Blanc coming to Switch and Steam on February 14th, but this is a day one purchase, I think, for me and Kayla. Give me some co-op wolf and deer game.
Yeah, it's like the perfect like Valentine's Day co-op game to play with your significant other, and you are I think a wolf pup, right?
Yes.
And a fawn, and you are separated from your families in some kind of storm, I guess. There's like snow has just been dumped on every fucking thing, and it's one of those games like Brothers or probably It Takes Two. Any of that Josef Fares games. Isn't that his name? Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're just, you're doing cooperative puzzle solving and trying to find your family. And it just has such a striking look where like a game like Limbo is a lot of blacks. This is the opposite, where whites are really taking over, and it makes the blacks pop out even that much more when they're around.
Yeah, it's like all black and white and like pencil drawn kind of look to it, like shaded like
Yeah.
that. And this looks great. We
looks
checked
adorable.
out the it looks adorable, and just we like these type of puzzle adventure games and stuff like that. You mentioned the Josef Fares games. We really dig those, and yeah, like It Takes Two. And I mean, that was like my game of the year in 2021, I think. And this looks right up that same kind of alley. Maybe without the, I think it's completely voiceless. Like they mentioned that in the trailer. It is just a like vibe game, like just the sounds, the music, the environments.
My kind of game.
Little animals.
No talking.
Right? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think It Takes Two could have used a little less talking. So yeah, that's Blanc coming to Switch and Steam on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Mike knows his days. I didn't realize that was Valentine's Day. The next one's just a quick one. Returnal. I mentioned it earlier. Coming to PC February 15th. Go play Returnal if you didn't have a PS5. It's coming to PC if you have a PC, and it's probably a beefy boy. You probably need a beefy PC for Returnal because it's beautiful and fast and just great. Go and check it out. That's it. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
If this is a game you can run on your rig, man, and you haven't played it on PS5, check it out. It's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's all I have to say about it.
You loved Returnal as much as I did, right, Kayla? You're speechless. That's wonderful. I think your mic cut out, my love. February 17th, coming to theaters, we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Kayla mentioned it. This might
Gang.
Is this the Gang?
Gang,
Is this the
gang,
one?
gang.
This is your most anticipated then, Kayla?
Probably not, because I don't know. February has got a lot of exciting things in it. Of course, Hogwarts, but we'll talk about Cocaine Bear later. I'm pretty pumped about that one too.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp. We're staying. We've already seen, I think, several trailers, but we're staying away from the most recent of like 10 trailers that they've released for this one. But how spoiled are you, Mike, on Quantumania?
I think I've only seen the one major trailer. Just need to see more Kang. Just gotta see what's up. I'm not getting my hopes up for any kind of cool cameos or new villain character or new superheroes to be introduced. Though that might happen. I know MODOK's in the trailer. Excited to see what he's all about in the MCU version as well. Bill Murray's in the movie somehow. I know, so I want to see what he's on about. And yeah, just I keep thinking this is the movie that's gonna really be the first, tipping the dominoes to the next great part of the MCU, and I hope I'm right.
Yeah. Bill Murray. Little segue here. Did you ever see The Dead Don't Die, Mike?
I never checked it out. I didn't. The Adam Driver one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you weren't too hot on it, and
I've seen a lot of weird movies. That might be the weirdest movie I've ever seen.
oh wow,
It's a weird movie.
Okay.
I watched the whole thing. We watched the whole thing, Kayla. But
For it being that weird, I would
oh.
say it's worth watching.
Okay. Hey, there you go. A ringing endorsement for The Dead Don't Die on what's
Sure.
coming up in February.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. That's my Adam Driver bell, just so you know.
Oh. Hey, I'll watch the weirdest for
Does
Driver.
Ant-Man die in this movie?
Gosh, that's what people have been saying. I hope not. Come on, Paul Rudd. Right? Kayla, what do you
Dead?
think?
Forever young.
Because is Ant-Man maybe not killed, but put into some sort of,
Again, he just disappears into the quantum realm.
yeah, something like that, like another, quantum realm-esque thing where he's shoved into a
Retires
interstellar
even,
closet
maybe.
somewhere. I don't know.
He probably dies. You're probably right.
They introduce his usurper.
He's just such a weird matchup with Kang to me. I don't know. I just don't know what to anticipate with this movie. So,
Don't know what
we'll
to
see.
anticipate with this Kang.
It's a new
We'll
Kang. It's a
see.
different Kang. Didn't you read that thing from Jonathan Majors that said that it's not the same as the man who remains or whatever?
Yeah, I didn't think it would be that character. I think he's gonna. There's gonna be many Kang. I think.
Right.
In the
I
next
think we'll
few years.
see many.
So if this is one of the evil badass ones, then yeah, I won't sign me up. I want to see what he can do.
Excited to see more of Jonathan Majors do Kang because it's such a fun role. You know, it's not like a super serious role. He's not trying to win something. I mean, he probably is trying to win something and be almighty powerful, but gets to be a little playful with it and mysterious. And I'm interested to see him do something like that.
It might have been on the watch that I was listening to, but they posited the question: is Jonathan Majors like the most jacked good actor of all time? Like the best actor who is also just tremendously huge. And they struggled to find someone else who's like as good of an actor and also just a massive human being.
Michael B. don't count.
He's bigger than Michael B, but
I don't know. Like the only people that can compete
here.
would be like a Batista, a Lou Ferrigno. Like I don't know.
That's like literally, yeah, it is. It's like your
Dwayne.
Arnold's, your Schwarzeneggers, your Dwayne Johnsons,
Stallone.
and they're all meatheads, you know. And like, he's not. He's a.
I need to see him in more. I don't.
Yeah.
I love Jonathan Majors, but he's not like in that much. He's only have a couple of things under his belt.
Yeah, he just blew me away in Lovecraft Country, and then seeing him in that, just take that scene in Loki. It was like, yep, this is the dude. This is my guy. So rest in peace, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, theaters February 17th. February 21st, Atomic Heart coming to last gen and current gen. Sorry, Switch, not you. But PC as well. February 21st, Atomic Heart. This is BioShock in Russia, I guess.
I hope so.
Looks wild. Looks like the wildest thing. Been delayed quite a bit. Some of it conflict-related, Russia-Ukraine conflict-related. This Russian developer, Mundfish, I believe is the name. I don't know if this is a debut for them. I'm not familiar with them at all, but it's coming to Game Pass, and just looks like intense first-person combat with some magical, gun in one hand, fire in the other hand. Very BioShock. But the trailers they've released look just like unreal of how like fast and pretty and particles and just fuck.
It's gotta be fake, right? Like, I don't know. Like, what? It can't look that good, can it? Because it looks really like. Watch a trailer, people. If you don't believe me, like, it just looks fantastic. Like all the animations of these weird enemies and your shooting animations and everything and powers and stuff. And God, it looks like sounds corny, but next gen. Like it looks fucking. Looks crazy.
Yeah, I think until I played Returnal, I wasn't quite sure that all of that was possible. But I thought Returnal, I mean, that super fast, a lot on the screen, really pretty, big ass monsters and stuff. So this looks different than that. Obviously, different kind of color palette and whatnot. But I don't know. Kayla, you're a huge BioShock fan. I got huge BioShock vibes from this. What did you think?
Yeah, I definitely got BioShock. Exactly what you said, BioShock in Russia. It looks very fast. It looks like there's a lot of options. A lot of enemies, a lot of detail in everything surrounding you. It looks pretty.
I don't think they've said anything about what you're doing in this game or anything. Are you like a secret agent or something?
I haven't heard anything about who you are or anything, but I did hear that there's at least an open world element to it. I don't know if it's like one of those like they've been doing with a lot of games where you have a hub and that's your open world, and then you go into. Yeah, I don't quite know if that's what we're getting, but I think it's at least bigger than it comes off in the trailer, bigger than a BioShock where, you're kind of more confined areas and room to room.
I don't know if I would want an more open BioShock. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah,
I don't either. I mean, playing Dead Space had me like, this is like a 15-hour kind of more constrained, some Metroidvania aspects to that game, and I like games that have that where you backtrack a little, you go, that kind of thing.
Familiar with your map, your area.
Yeah, and I think that's what I want from Atomic Heart. I don't know if that's what we're getting, but
it looks bigger than that.
Yeah, but Game Pass.
I think you're stretching the term Metroidvania there a little bit, but
you get key. Well, in the remake, I guess I should have said this when I was talking about. You get like key cards with different levels, and then you go back to other areas, and you can open up those other areas, and then you get resources,
lockers and rooms, and
that didn't exist in the original. It's
a Metal Gear-vania. We'll create a new genre, subgenre.
MGS like, yes.
Yes. Is it light? Is it like? Which is it?
Who knows?
We'll see when Atomic Heart comes out February 21st on everything but Switch and Game Pass. Game Pass day one. Same day, Like a Dragon Ishin. And that reminds me, you guys need to remind me at the end of this. I'm going to talk about the draft because we should get to the draft.
Numbers on the board.
But yeah, a couple numbers. Like a Dragon Ishin was drafted by Aaron in our 2023 video game draft. That's coming to everything except Switch, also February 21st. And this is a feudal Japan stylish action game, I guess. I would call it like a Devil May Cry-esque type of game. This is like a remake, Mike. Is that right?
And I don't know. They've been doing a lot of stuff with this franchise lately. It's not called Yakuza anymore. There's like 4 of these games coming out this year. This is one of them. I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish Aaron was here to.
It has the look of a really well done remake of like maybe a similar like a PS3 era game. Yeah. But anime as hell. This game looks anime as hell. Feudal Japan. You switch from 4 different like fighting styles. It was like brawler, wind dancer. Which was just like a sword kind of thing. Samurai.
It's gonna be like a brawler, like the Yakuza, not like a Dragon's, like a turn-based RPG. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a brawl. I would almost say like it looked like a stylish action game, like a Devil May Cry, because there was a lot of like juggling. You could switch to like from your gun to your samurai sword and stuff. So yeah, brawler, but like with a lot of style and a lot of like flair. It looked like a lot of color, a lot of blood. Looked very, very violent.
Really?
Yeah. Kayla noticed it. She's like, "Damn, this is bloody." Like, this is like, this is a day one for you, right, Kayla?
Oh, for sure. I wrote that one down.
Oh, Like a Dragon Ishin. The Yakuza games are wildly popular, especially now. They've kind of had such a resurgence with the Like a Dragon turn-based RPG that came out a couple years back. That was on.
Do you know if you play as Ichiban from Like a Dragon, or is this Kiryu?
This is Ryoma, I think was his name. Ryoma.
Okay.
So it might be a third different, a
Maybe.
different character.
Okay. Gotcha.
He looked like a cool anime guy. Cool slick back hair, big sword, big samurai sword, badass. Probably as big as Michael B. Jordan or any
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, yeah. Yeah, Like a Dragon Ishin coming to everything February 21st. And for Aaron's sake, hope it's good. And for my sake, Octopath Traveler 2 coming February 24th to Switch, PS4 and 5, and PC. Played about an hour of Octopath Traveler 1. Should really go further because these games are just so pretty and such like a cool ass concept. This game looks really, really, really cool. It's in the the vein of an old school SNES RPG, but what's the style called? 2D HD to HD 2G? What do they call it now, Mike?
2HD 2 Furious is what they
yes.
yes. 2D HD, I believe.
2D HD, right?
Or,
where
I don't know. Maybe I'm right. It's one of those.
Right. I mean, so you've got these sprites moving around as if you're playing an SNES game. Kayla likened it to Mega Man, and it does, very much feel like that. But all of the backgrounds are these really cool 3D kind of with dramatic lighting and just stuff you could never do on an old school console, but with that charm and that look, and a lot of the mechanics. It's a turn-based kind of RPG set in a fantasy world. You take a team of 8 different travelers across this a vast fantasy world, and I mean, some of my favorite games are of that era and of that genre. So I need to, I don't know, need to just do it. I've been playing Chained Echoes lately, and that's maybe lit a fire. Octopath Traveler 2. What say you, Mike? Anything?
It just makes me wonder why they're doing a sequel to that game and not doing what EA and Capcom have been doing with Resident Evil and what Dead Space recently. Get those fucking awesome 16-bit games HD 2Dified or whatever. Like, just fucking do it. It pisses me off.
The internet would explode if Chrono Trigger like HD was announced like tomorrow. Like, the world would end.
You'd fucking think. Like, I think it would do much bigger business than an Octopath Traveler 2, a game that you would have to write a script for and do all these new things for. And Chrono Trigger is just, it's there. It's got to be easier to do. I know, like, pay Toriyama's fucking estate. Do it. Do whatever you have to do. Like, stop being cheap asses. God damn. Make another Final Fantasy 14 expansion. Make some fucking money. And give it to Toriyama. Come on.
They spent all their money on Forspoken, so...
Oh, like, what were they doing there? Come on.
We'll talk a little bit more about Forspoken in just a minute here.
Square has all these, like, get out of jail free cards in their back pocket. They have such a legacy. And they go back to the weirdest parts of it. I don't understand. But that's my weekly Square rant. God.
Oh, it's good. It's right. It's true. Octopath Traveler 2 coming to Switch, PS5, 4, and PC February 24th. Same day, we're getting a Party Down sequel, reboot. I don't know what they're considering it. It hasn't been on the air for quite some time, right? Like, Season 2 ended, like, years ago, right?
Yeah.
That's coming to Starz. I've always heard of Party Down. Never checked it out, but the cast looks amazing, and the trailer looked hilarious. You're a Party Down guy, Mike?
I've never seen it either.
Okay,
but
okay.
I just knew that this is kind of I seen it like on a rundown, looking, just doing research, and like I know that the show's like a big deal. It has a very big cult following, and I watched the trailer for it, and it seems cool. It's like 10, 20, however so years later, after that second season, these group of characters are again joining together to do this catering gig like business again, and they all seem not happy to be there, and they seem like their lives are not where they want them to be, and it just seems like a workplace comedy, office style kind of stuff, and it looks really funny.
Yeah, it's 13 years since 2010 was the season 2. But like what a cast. I mean, Adam Scott, Megan Mullally, Martin Starr, just like I don't know if they're all coming back, but like I saw Jane Lynch in the trailer, so she's coming back. Yeah. But yeah, Kristen Bell, J.K. Simmons, Ken Jeong, Jennifer Coolidge, like at least some of them are definitely coming back because they're in the trailer. I
think it'll be like a lot of cameo type stuff.
Yeah, quick little party interactions.
Yeah, a la that 90s show.
How's that going?
Selena watched all of it. She really liked it. From what I saw, I kind of dug. Kitty was like the best part. I don't know. She just seemed really well done, and all the other characters needed, I don't know, another draft of what they were gonna bring to the table here.
Didn't quite figure it out yet.
Hey, the original needed some time to cook too. You know?
Oh, you're full of shit. That thing was fucking grease lightning from the pilot.
Oh. Party Down.
Party Down.
Starz. February 24th.
See, who has that? Who can watch it?
Starz. I agree.
Nobody's got that shit. Like Starz.
Oh gosh. Just to remind you guys, Starz still exists.
Power is a big show. That's like a Starz show. So I guess some people are watching it.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
I think they've done a lot of like offshoots, like it's like Book of Power 10.
Book of Boba Power.
Book of Boba Power, yes. I believe so. I think you're right. So Book of Boba.
Mandalorian armor.
I'd watch it.
But only certain parts of it. He's got a bulletproof vest over the armor. Man.
50 Cent Blood in the Sand 3. Where are we?
On Tatooine.
Oh, man. It's
nothing but sand on this planet.
I knew that Party Down would eventually get us to 50 Cent Blood in the Sand 3 set on Tatooine. It was bound to happen, you know? So Party Down, coming to Starz February 24th. Same day, we're getting Cocaine Bear, Kayla.
I'm excited. I felt like that the Cocaine Bear would go well in this Party Down 50 Cent Tatooine thing.
Yes.
Final boss of Tatooine, Blood in the Sand is Cocaine Bear.
I don't know.
Cocaine Rancor comes out of nowhere.
I grew up with a lot of, Adam Sandler movies and
Farley movies, stuff like that.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of his name. And this just kind of really takes me back there too, where I'm just like, this is just going to be ridiculous times ridiculous with people that I enjoy seeing do stupid shit.
Yeah, I think it's Ray Liotta's maybe last film.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks, which I don't know if it's
by Elizabeth Banks.
The writer is Jimmy Walden, who I'm not Jimmy Warden, who I'm not familiar with. But yeah, directed by Elizabeth Banks. I don't know if it's her debut or not, but she's hilarious. So I mean, like I want to see what she can do. The concept is great. It's based loosely on a bear who ingested cocaine at one point. I think it happened in Russia, if I remember correctly, but this one's set in the like backwoods of America somewhere. And simple concept, but Ray Liotta's like a drug kingpin or something trying to get the cocaine back from the bear, and the bear's on cocaine, and you don't want to have a bear with cocaine, right?
I'd imagine how fast that bear would be. Jesus. 80 miles per hour. Okay.
We got Kerry Russell in this one. Young Han Solo, Alden Ehrenreich is in this.
Sure.
Tormund Giantsbane, Christopher Hivju. I don't know how to pronounce his name at all.
The red-haired guy, right?
Mm-hmm, the red-haired guy. And the other red-haired guy, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, as well, from Modern Family.
Oh, wow. That's a cast. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
I like him.
As well, yeah. Pretty fun little cast, and just, I don't know, looks like Kayla said, just a ridiculous premise, kind of throwback. Looks like it's ultra violent too, which I always kind of dig. Like that helps. Like just if you're gonna go wacky, just make it super wacky. Just do it. Yeah. So good luck.
Movie just seems like one of those jackass spinoff movies, like Bad Grandpa or what was it?
Yes.
Dirty Grandpa was that one? Which one was
You're right, Dirty Grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not a jackass.
It's not one of those jack-off movies.
Yeah. Maybe for some people it is.
Oh God.
Not this guy.
No, he's too classy. Mike's too classy.
Let's move on. Let's get out of here.
I don't think we need. Do we have to go back to Mandalorian 50 Cent? Cocaine Bear coming to theaters February 24th. Do whatever you want with that, guys. Last but not least, we have Scars Above, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC, February 27th. It looks like a Returnal ripoff, honestly. It looks like they want to be Returnal real bad, and I hope they do it well, because I have just been, beaming about Returnal. And similar premise, a lone spacefaring woman lands on alien planet, and encounters horrors beyond all imagination, and has cool alien guns. I'm into it. Cosmic horror has been my thing lately. I went from Returnal to Dead Space to maybe Scars Above. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw in an Event Horizon just in there somewhere. What'd you think about this one, Kayla?
I feel different about it because it is so, I don't know, it's hard to, I wish it wasn't so close to us playing Returnal, because it does seem so much like Returnal. Like, had I not played Returnal and just seen this, and I would be more excited for it, I think.
Yeah, it had been like years ago or something.
Or even like next year.
Man, I don't know how I'm not saying that they copied it, because it's probably been in development alongside Returnal, probably, even though Returnal was 2 years ago. Man, if it just doesn't have that feeling, it just doesn't feel right. I don't know. I would completely just fall off of it. I fear, because Returnal's just too good.
There's probably not a looping mechanism, right?
Probably not. Like I'm not saying in that regard. Just the moving around,
movement.
Man.
Yeah.
Just
hopefully it doesn't have a similar storyline and can stand on its own.
Definitely seems like the exploration aspect of it is a big part. It looks like you are like an explorer, scientist type character trying to like terraform or, get down to some kind of mystery and whatnot. Like Returnal's so much about psychological issues and death loops and all of that like that's such a unique kind of story. I would hope that they're not also cribbing from that. But I saw some cool, like in a little bit of the gameplay they saw, I did see some cool mechanics that looked interesting. They showed a scene where you had a gun that like froze an area, and then a big monster was coming towards you, and you threw some kind of like a grenade that unfroze the area and trapped the monster in there. So it looks like they're maybe playing with some physics, playing with some.
That is true. That stuff did look very cool. It reminded me of Prey. Prey had like this glue gun type thing that you could just kind of make your own platforms out of and stuff, and like lock enemies down into place. And It reminded me of that. That part does look cool.
Yeah. So hopefully it can like stand on its own in its own ways, cuz I want more cosmic horror. I started like downloading some HP Lovecraft like audiobooks as soon as I finished Returnal. I was like, all right, I just want more of this. Give me some more tentacles in my life. So that's Scars Above, coming February 27th to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, and PC. That completes February, but we're not done quite yet because we need to update on the 2023 video game draft. Let's go to the tape, folks. I'm doing it live, real time here. We're going to see up to the minute stats. I'm seeing it, and I'm going to read it out to you guys because I'm not going to share my screen here. Right now, in first place, with 2 released games, we have Kayla sitting at 18.31 points, first place. Aaron has a single released game sitting at 11.27 points, and Mike and me have not had any released games as of yet. The scoring went as such. Fire Emblem Engage ended up with being an 11-point game. Its critic rating was 81 on a 100-point scale, so that scored Aaron 11 points. Kayla started with Forspoken, started a little bit behind the 8 ball there. 69 critic rating there, so that's a -1, but nice.
Counts for something. I get like that like a, what is it called in Xbox, your rewards and trophies.
An achievement.
Achievement,
Thank
right.
you. Achievement.
Yeah, definitely. But you came roaring back with Dead Space Remake sitting at a hot 90, worth 20 points. So that's
nice.
putting you up there. That's a big one. Dead Space Remake doing really well. The next game that will release, that will get someone some points, is Hogwarts Legacy. That was you, Kayla. That was Aaron that drafted that one.
The number one overall pick, I believe, of the draft.
No, he picked Fallen Order, right? Or Star Wars.
He
got
the good ones.
And then Hogwarts second, I think. I think he had them back to back.
Maybe you're
Star
right.
Wars. So yeah, 4 games that we mentioned in February, all coming out and all gonna score somebody points. We got Hogwarts Legacy, we got Atomic Heart, we got Like a Dragon Ishin, and we got Octopath Traveler 2. We didn't mention Destiny 2 Lightfall, but that was also drafted by Aaron. So
Man,
good on.
You guys are gonna have your boards filled out. Done for.
Trying.
We'll have to talk about the drop situation later. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you just drop a baby and they make a movie about it. Yeah, it's the drop.
Oh.
Hey, so that's your up to the minute tally for the 2023 fantasy video game draft, and that's also episode 113 of the Machine of Nonsense. We went over everything coming out in February. Thank you for listening, and thank you also, if you have already checked out the 3 days of the Naughties, the Nonsense of the Year Awards. We did 3 marathon sessions. They're all on YouTube. They're all on every podcast app. We broke down everything that was great or disappointing in 2022. So if you haven't checked those out, go ahead and do so. Had a lot of fun. Just got done listening to the third one, and it was good. There's a lot of good jokes there.
Nice.
That's it, guys. Catch us on social media. We're on everything. YouTube, doing a lot of YouTube stuff now. Yeah, drop us a line. Let us know what's exciting in February for you. Episode 113. It's in the books. What's coming up in February? We're getting out of here, and we're saying goodbye.
Bye-bye.